Hurricanes Harvey and Katrina are tied for the most devastating hurricanes that we've seen in recorded history. And if you lived in the areas that were affected by them, you know that they wreaked havoc on everything around them, not just the people, but the environments too, and took years to overcome. Hurricane Katrina, we are still seeing the impacts of. Hurricane Harvey, Houston still hasn't recovered. And it's believed by numerous agencies that are doing research on climate change that those hurricanes were a direct result of anthropogenic climate change. That means climate change that is impacted by humans. The U.S. Geological Survey, which is a department, an agency within the Department of the Interior that does research on groundwater, ecosystems, environmental health, natural hazards, and climate and land use change, believes that that is not the only thing that we will be seeing impacted as our climate begins to warm up. We're going to see increased frequency and intensity of heat waves. Forests turn arid, meaning that we are going to lose the habitats of many species, a lot of which are endangered and even critically endangered. We're going to see loss of water availability, particularly in developing countries that are already struggling just to survive. We're going to see droughts that last longer and longer, like what we've seen in California. We're going to see wildfires that absolutely devastate entire communities, like what we've seen in California and Australia, in addition to the increased frequency and intensity of our hurricane seasons. Now, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change has put out several reports about what is happening currently in our climate and about what they expect to be coming down the road. And the Nature Conservancy has taken those reports and given us action items on what we need to be doing, not just to stop climate change, but to reverse it as well. First, they suggest that we need to protect and restore natural landscapes. This means halting deforestation and replanting trees. There are numerous organizations that you can donate to that will plant a tree based on your donation. There are numerous governments that have implemented regulations on deforestation that require companies that are logging to replant trees to replace the ones that they've cut down. We also need to adopt better farming practices. As a consumer, what you can do here is support food resources that use sustainable practices. This means farmers who use grazing management and who are focusing on crop diversification. And we need to foster biodiversity. This one is a little bit harder to do as an individual, but it is something that you can promote within your community. It requires creating green spaces. These are areas that are left untampered with, that are allowed to be taken back over by nature so that the species of both plants and animals and their impact on our water and our air can be taken back and resumed. We need to diversify farming, and we need to do more to create low impact maintenance areas so that we can continue to foster the biodiversity in our cities, not just in our forests. Now, if you want to be a part of the work that the Nature Conservancy does, which includes things like regrowing coral reefs, funding climate change solutions, they direct funds to conservation projects, they fund research on conservation so that they can figure out which projects are best to fund, and they work with our government to create policies to protect and increase conservation funding and to do it in a smart way. You can do this by going to nature.org/join. You can find out more about the Nature Conservancy there and all the work that they've been doing and the bright future that we have ahead of us if we work together to stop and reverse climate change.